Everyone, so I got bored one day and I decided that I would just do a little bit of searching on the online, my name technically, and the last thing that I expected to happen was me finding my old Twitch channel. As you can tell, it went by the name of gornguy_streams. It has 22 followers. By the way, this is not me pumping my non-existent ego. I just thought it was funny to follow it. Let's check the about page. My rebooted Twitch channel. Okay, so I don't really know why it says rebooted, because this is technically the first Twitch channel that I ever streamed to. Alright? The one before it, I actually created a Twitch account specifically for straw poll. And I used it like a regular Twitch channel. Except I never streamed to it, and instead I created another one, which as you can tell is gornguy_streams. I guess I was always using the whole underscore thing. I guess I thought it was cool. And, you know, that aged alright, because I myself, in fact, used it. I think it's mainly because I wasn't able to actually just name myself gornguy123. I don't really remember why. Maybe I had more channels than I remember. And, you know, duplicate names aren't a thing allowed on Twitch, so I had to change it for one reason or another. Anyway, so it says my rebooted Twitch channel, which, again, it doesn't really make sense because I never actually streamed to gornguy123 polls. That was the name of the Twitch channel. I remember showing up in the chat of a stream as _polls, and I wasn't questioned about it, at least. Anyway, it says, might stream here on Mondays and Wednesdays. And then I link my YouTube channel, my Discord, Twitter, Instagram, AskFM. Except, as you can tell, I didn't format it correctly. I don't actually know if Twitch allowed users to actually link their socials at the time. Not that I would remember. But yeah, as you can tell, it's like... Also, remember when Google had their own URL shortener? That was a good time. Anyway, these are the panels. Obviously, it doesn't even look like that on my main channel, because the socials are linked here. Well, they're supposed to... yeah, they're linked here. Except, obviously, as you can tell, I didn't do that correctly. So none of these are clickable, is basically what I'm trying to say. I'll go ahead and read these, because they're pretty funny. So I put in, like... Also, yeah, they're misaligned because they're all different sizes, as you can probably tell. The link to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my Twitch channel, everyone. I'm also a YouTuber that does live streams on YouTube. And does primarily gaming that focuses on FNAF fan games. So not only did I stream interchangeably on YouTube and on here, but also I actually branded myself as somebody that just did FNAF fan game Let's Plays, which I did not know at the time. Yeah, originally what I was doing was I had actually streamed every other day on YouTube. I don't remember it going terribly. It was just pretty average. But yeah, I didn't really know what I was doing on Twitch, but as you guys know, I did make the permanent decision to just exclusively live stream on Twitch. Unless Twitch really goes down the gutter, and I will actually have to probably consider switching to YouTube, but that really just depends on if they roll out a change that actually just really, really sucks. Follow me on Twitter, the place where you can discover my latest news and updates on my personal life and my internet life. Follow me for the most recent updates on everything. I will also update you guys on Twitch as well. Well, I mean, this last one aged well, because I still do that on my current Twitter. I actually had a Twitter before the one that I use today, and I deactivated it for mental health reasons. And yeah, I eventually reactivated it, and I would kind of build up a following again. And, you know, nothing has really changed. If anything, I've just been more active than ever before. Except I used to tweet all the time on my old Twitter. It was probably pretty annoying, and I'm sorry about that. This is also when I had a public Discord server. Well, this was like one of many. And I think the reason why I had so many was because I just didn't know what I was doing, or how to really understand the way that they're supposed to work. And if I were to make a public Discord nowadays, I just don't think I'd do a good job at maintaining it or running it. Especially because I have been more antisocial than I've ever been in my entire life. So I don't think it would be, for me personally, I don't think it'd be a good idea. I know you guys probably want a public Discord, but I don't really have interest in it. Maybe one day. I was thinking that maybe if I reach a certain amount of subs on Twitch, like, you know, my main, you know, this account, if I reach a certain amount of subs, then I will definitely make a server for Twitch subs only, and I will actually use it. Oh yeah, the description of the server thing just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. My Discord is the place where I'm able to interact and chat with my fans directly. Even voice chat, join and have some fun. I don't know, I don't like referring to my audience as fans. It just... I know a lot of people that refer to their audience that way don't have ill intent. But, I don't know, for me personally, it sounds a little strange. Anyway, then there's Instagram. I occasionally post random pictures and posts on my story. Rather interesting things, I suppose. Follow me for updates and such. This is also my old Instagram, which I didn't know how to deactivate Instagram accounts back then, so I removed the profile picture, I privated it. I do have a new Instagram, and it goes by GoronGramGuy123, and if any of you wanna... If you're interested in following that, I'm not super active on there. I do, like, put stuff on my story, like fan art, but as far as posting goes, I don't really have ideas. But it is another form to prove that it's actually me. But yeah, the GoronGuy1234 is actually also my account, it's just my old account. And then AskFM, which I'm sure no one's actually heard of, but you guys have probably heard of Curious Cat, and that's basically... This is the same concept. I deactivated my account on here, so the link doesn't really work anymore. Ask me questions of any kind. You don't even need an account. Just don't be rude, as I am quite serious in answering these questions, and taking things seriously is just the worst mistake I've made up to this point. But yeah, you can ask anonymously. You can do the same thing on Curious Cat. And yeah, I saw basically no point in this account. Now, let's move to the more interesting part, and that is the single clip that is on this account from 5 years ago. Now, what happened 5 years ago? I don't know. I was like 15, I think, when I was playing Mario the Music Box on Twitch all those years ago. And I'm going to go ahead and explain the quality. And I'm not saying that the streams I do today are like peak quality, and they do have some frame dropping issues here and there, but it wasn't like this. And to basically explain my situation back then, I had a Wi-Fi router that was sitting on top of a computer cabinet in the living room, and that was all I had to work with. I had barely enough to play games online, chat with friends, and upload YouTube videos. And this, I'm pretty sure, is a stream layout that I borrowed, kind of, from my YouTube live streams, which is why the read the description for more info thing is still there. And it doesn't make sense in the context of Twitch, because you can't put descriptions in your streams. That's just not a thing. And yeah, this clip, this entire stream was in 360p, and it just wasn't good. If I had to take a guess, I'm thinking that this stream was also an 800 bitrate. And nowadays I aim for like 4000, but sometimes I have to end up with like 2500, and you know, it's serviceable. It's not the worst experience. I could be providing so much worse, like this. And like I said, this was like 5 years ago. And yeah, I don't really like this kind of stream layout where you just have like pieces of text on the screen. Like, hey guys, here's my social media that I linked in the description, which doesn't exist on Twitch. And then you just have the socials that I have on the side. Like, I don't know. I personally prefer the stream layout that I have today, where it's just the screen or the game, webcam, alert box. That's really all you need. Sometimes if I'm listening to music in the background, I'll have the Spotify widget, which displays what I'm listening to, in case any of you are curious. And, you know, that's literally all I have. And also, if I'm playing, like, 4-key rhythm games, like FNB or FNF mods, I'll have the input display. But, again, my stream layout is pretty simple, and I don't like when stream layouts have so much going on, like, so much information. Like, it just kind of makes it harder to focus on the action. But that's just what I personally think. I'm going to go ahead and mute my Spotify real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and allow you all to peep the horror.
Well, if I can do that, then I'm easily going to die.
Oh yeah, I don't know why, but for some reason, my voice in this entire live stream was like a second and a half behind, and I don't have an explanation for that. Also, you'll probably notice at one point in this clip, you'll just hear the very obvious keyboard presses and my laptop breathing very heavily.
What is that shirt?
That was always a part that I appreciated.
It's just a standard shirt that I've been wearing for a couple of days straight. That looks weird. Well,
I mean,
I'm not very fashionable.
I do, in fact, wear the same shirt across multiple days. I've pretty much been doing that for many years.
Person, so yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna need to observe as closely as possible. Probably horror stories in there as well. Big enough to...
So, one of my friends pointed out that I sounded like the nerd emoji, and I was thinking the exact same thing. And it was really funny to me that I had that mental thought in my head. So yeah, thanks Christian FNAF fan for preserving this piece of media, and for myself for finding this channel. I always thought it was like Goranguy1234 or just Goranguy123. I didn't think I named myself that. Especially considering that because I didn't put 123 in there, it would have it could have easily confused itself with a streamer that actually goes by the name of Goranguy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought it would be interesting to make a video that's just kind of like blast of the past, history preservation type thing, because technically, if you think about it, there's quite a lot of Goranguy123 lost media, with the one that I personally care most about being the Wii Homebrew Games videos, which it's in somewhat similar style to the content that I actually do on my main channel, which is review style video game review content. But yeah, I don't have backups or anything. I only have screenshots and one GIF to prove that they even existed. And just a bunch of content that if I ever had backups of, it'd be really interesting. But yeah, I don't have backups of them, unfortunately, and I sincerely regret ever getting rid of history like this. But hey, at least there's nothing I can do about the existence of that clip I just showed you, because I don't have access to this account anymore. So that's pretty cool. Well, I probably might if I just find the right password, but I don't really see what the point of that would be. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for tuning into this video. As always, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.